10 biggest mistake final expense agents make. I would like to give you the 10 biggest mistakes agents make when selling final expenses. I've trained several hundred agents in the field and made over $1,200,000 in renewals. Hi, my name is Russ Jones and I'm known as the Leads Junkie. I'm the creator of a number of systems. Here's just a few. $500 a day lead system final expense millionaire course. 197 marketing strategies postcard millionaire formula how to get clients to call you course. Make sure you hit the subscription button for more strategies. Here are the 10 biggest mistakes final expense agents make in their business. 1. Saying the words life insurance in your presentation. Say final expense insurance instead. 2. Not knowing the cost of what a funeral services fees are and the different prices on the caskets. It's important to stop by all the local funeral homes and ask to see their casket room. Tell them you sell the final expense and your grandma is getting up in age and you want to get the professional service fees and casket cost. 3. Not having pictures of caskets in your sales kit. I always show pictures of caskets from a cloth covered to a level lock steel casket and then a bronze casket. Good to know the prices of each casket. 4. Building hardship on the prospects in the event of an untimely death. Make sure you drill in that the cost of the final expense can have a list as long as your arm. Show your arm. It can be for the hospital, attorney bills, house expenses, ambulance transportation, funeral services, and cemetery costs. Someone will have to pay for this final expense. 5. I have life insurance. This is a killer for most agents. What you should say is that's fine, life insurance is for the living to go on living and pay all the bills you leave behind. Our funeral plans are to pay for the funeral service and cemetery expenses. 6. Not completing a memorial guide. I used a sample policy on myself that was in the policy wallet along with an emergency record card. I used the back of the memorial guide to working the figures. Then upon the close, I say the following: to get this program going I need where your father was born. If they give you that information then ask for the mother information. If you get an objection answer it and ask another question. If I can complete the memorial guide I had a 90% closing average. 7. Telling inspirational and sad stories. You need to have 2 to 3 stories about people who had their funeral service covered because they had a funeral plan. 8. Have at least 7 different closes. I always had at least 7 closes and power phrases I used. 9. Not talking about a coroner's release. This release should be put on file at the funeral home along with the memorial guide. This is so important so if a person goes out of state and dies the local funeral home who has the memorial guide and coroner's release can fax that form to the funeral home who has the body and release remains to be shipped back to the hometown. Thus, the family doesn't have to travel and bring the body back. 10. Emergency record card. You need to show your prospect the card and explain that if you were killed in a car accident or have a severe stroke the emergency personnel can see the information in your wallet and call your family and if need be the funeral home. I have a complete peace of mind kit that has the special forms you need and also the final expense course. Also, I personally made over $1,200,000 in renewals and wrote 2,500 final expense plans in 10 years. My best month was 55 applications. I worked on a special list of niche widow leads. Why work widows? LIMRA International said in 2015 that 65% of all final expense plans were sold to widows. Makes sense. I use 17 different lists of sources to compile our leads. The secret is we mail out 50 pink postcards per week to widows and follow up with a phone call or drive by to drop off our peace of mind kit. Check it out at www.finalexpensemillionaire.com. Again, that's www.finalexpensemillionaire.com. Hit the subscribe button for more tips.